Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to our Friday edition video where I'm going to be featuring the Tier 8 Japanese battleship, the Amagi, captained by Yamamoto Isoroku. So you guys voted that this was the ship that you wanted me to feature today and do an upgrade and commander build on tomorrow. I will be doing Yugamo next week since it came really close to taking first place. So we're probably going to be spending the next several weeks actually with Japanese ships in terms of featuring the ships and doing some upgrading commander builds, because realistically I need to get some of these Japanese ships grinded all the way up to tier 10. So Amagi, we're going to go ahead and get the ship equipped. I think I'm going to take these off since I don't have a win bonus for the day. We'll go ahead and throw some things on here. We'll go ahead and increase our fire chance, why not? So this is probably standard combat signals I would run with the Amagi. Her fire chance is 32%. Alternatively, you could just take off these combat signals that have a higher chance of causing fire and maybe take something like November Foxtrot. Her speed's decent, and I don't really want to buy more Sierra Mike flags right now, so I'm not going to really worry about that. So, camouflage. Been running these, was it Fields of Tuscany? So, all right, so basically we're going to hop right in. It seems that you guys have been appreciating doing these live videos, live commentaries, for me to talk through more of my thought process, positioning, so on and so forth. If that is definitely true, let me know. Last week we ended up having 2 games when I did a run through with the Ohio, and so I'm kind of wondering maybe there can be 2 live videos where I record, do the live commentary on, and that's the Friday video. Or like today, what I'm thinking is we're gonna have this live video, and then I have a ranked battle from actually last night that I'm going to use as the second video. So if you like that to showcase the ship more, let me know. It's always easy or to cherry pick, right? The really good battles. But some of you kind of have appreciated the, just showcasing a battle of how things go regardless of the outcome. But one of the things I like, it's exciting to show off a battle you do really good in, but also show off the capabilities of the ship. So hopefully this randoms battle is all right. I've actually had the worst week, I think, ever in World of Warships for playing random battles. Like, it's just been an utter nightmare. Like, it's just terrible, like, losing so many matches. And so I think I'm really going to be sticking more in ranked now. But, and randoms, we could see a bit more going on here. So, we have a CV. There's no radar on the enemy team. And we have 3 destroyers. Apparently I have some blacklisted as a carrier player. Which means I can't see. If they type in chat, I can't see what they're saying. That's what it means. If you're wondering how to do that, you right click and then add to your blacklist. So I do that usually only with the most very harsh noted players. So all right, so we're starting in a central position. We've got 4 ships off to our left. The Italian destroyer is going left. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go left. There's already 2 battleships over here. They got a Sherman. Okay, no, you've changed your mind. Salem's also going this way. I started going this way because he was going this way. So I'm trying to make it somewhat fair. We have no submarines, so we won't be dealing with that today. Although if you want to see their range, it's got 10-kilometer range. The Amagi has the heaviest broadside weight salvo at Tier 8. Of course, she's going to be outdone once she hit into Tier 9 and Tier 10. But Tier 8, she has the heaviest. Her AA, speaking of which, she has long range and she has short range AA. She has no medium AA range. So that's a bit frustrating, so to speak. So I can really make this difficult. We have 5.8 kilometer AA. Being mindful. I think he's hunting for a destroyer with the skip bombs. Yeah, because these guns are 410 millimeter guns, and you get, let's see, you get 10 of them in total. Speed-wise, pretty decent. In terms of range that I think Amagi works best at is the medium range, so like around 12 kilometers, give or take. I think she does really good there. You're going to turn out. You're going to smoke up. Let's wait for him to slow down. Wait for it. There. Because he should reverse a little bit. Versus trying to hit him when he's on the run. One overpin. Yeah, Smolensk is going to be a pain. He's going to farm this guy probably pretty hardcore. Linen. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn out. You can actually do fairly well with kiting with the Amagi. I'm going to pop a heal. This is not looking good here at the moment. No, reverse that. So being a medium range ship, I don't really want to get any further from here. Of course, when you have a lot of HE spam, naturally you want to back off a bit more. Because we don't want to just lose our health pool in the very beginning of the battle. Looks like this Linen's really the only target we can shoot at right now. So he's reversing. You can also bounce a lot more along when you're angled like this. Amagi definitely does have a vulnerable broadside. So you really have to be mindful of that. Even when you have 410 millimeter guns, it doesn't always feel like you can punch through these Russian ships in particular. So I'm probably going to start reversing. So we got the Friesland, we know the Marceau is, we know what the Grozavoy is. Okay, you're reversing out. I think I accidentally just turned my game mic on. I have a headset microphone. Yeah, not enough angle to the Rupert since we were focusing on that Lenin. Okay, it's good to see the Salem's backing off. So I have to watch. Most of our team is kiting back right now. I want to get a salvo off. He looks like he's slowing down. I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch to HE. So I don't want to... We have two destroyers here. I don't really want to leave them and go very far away, right? I want it to be somewhat close. Of course, this Friesland, he's really playing his max range. Trying to be that farmer. So we can't just keep letting him do this. He's right there. We're still going to take the shot. Because we need to get him to back off. So I really don't want to go too far away because I want to support these guys. And that's 2 salvos missed on Friesland. Yeah, this is just not the best. I'm gonna open up a little distance with that Smolensk. We'll go ahead and switch back to HE. We'll go ahead and pop another heal. So only down one ship right now. That's good. We got a fire. And we're gonna lose him. Did he do ground the island? This Smolensk keeps trying to get in within range on me, so. Alright, we're gonna ripple fire. I want to see what he does.
The ship is on fire.
Really? There we go. Alright, wow, 3 fires. We have fire prevention too. Okay. We can't stay here any longer. Because they're just sitting behind the island the entire time. And with the loss of him, they're going to start focusing me more. He's almost dead, so... This is how my ranked matches have been going the entire week. Like... This is terrible. I'd like to have somewhat of a decent battle for you guys. I didn't wait enough. That was weird. Looked like like AA fire. Yeah, see these? I can't just keep sitting here because these guys aren't like actually playing well because they're just sitting there the whole time. Basically not helping support and take on the Friesland. They shouldn't be fighting behind this island. They need to be out here because the Friesland's getting away with whatever he wants. There's no cover for us, so we have to leave the flank. Try to be nice. I really do try what I can to be a team player, but unfortunately, you can't always. Doesn't always work in World of Warships. Looks like we still need to lead more. Let's see the stick ships here. Yeah, Nakamov is already moving. This is turning into a Raffle Stomp. I don't know. Probably gonna keep recording and play another game. Probably not even use this one. Hey, they got a kill. He's gonna turn into the Torps. We're also buying some time for our heal to come off cooldown. Go for the Hindenburg. Try to get the carrier's attention, see if we can't support us. And we missed. And now we have to start running. Because who the ship's gonna shoot on his flank? The only one visible. And we're lit by planes.
The ship is on fire.
This is getting away with so much. Okay, that makes things a little better. Alright. Yeah, well, at least we actually have good torpedo belt protection, so I'm not the most concerned about it, to be honest. I mean, it'd have been nice to not take any damage, but what can you do? Is he gonna get a second drop off on us? No. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do about going dark at this point. Man, I have just lit on fire constant. Okay, concealment, 13.6.
Problem solved, sir.
So let's use this speed to get away. I really need to wait and use my heal before I reveal my location again.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Let them get comfortable. Oh, I can't pass this up. I can't pass this up. It's okay, our heal's coming off in 8 seconds. See, this is that broadside salvo that we're talking about, that heavy AP weight we have with these 410mm guns. So you get in position to use it, you can definitely punish. See, he didn't respect me. Now he's gonna respect me, possibly. Yeah, well, Friesland's still trying to farm us. Wow, this is just a terrible match. Who wants to give us broadside now? Fitch. And we're dead. Look at that.
The ship is on fire.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, I complain about getting set on fire, but I mean, look how many ships are shooting HE at us, right? That Lennon probably wants revenge for me slapping him earlier.
Problem solved, sir.
It's gonna be our last salvo. We're dead. $7,000. This has been my randoms all week.
Enemy is about to win.
Like the entire week. I've had a handful of good matches, but still losses. And I've won a few. I've won a few. Like, let's say if I played 30, well, I didn't think I played 30, 25 random matches this week. I've probably only won like 4 of them. Just that bad. Terrible. I think it's also another reason why it's easier to cherry pick the videos, right? Because then I'm able to give you a good video. Or at least a decent battle. It's not like this, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll really keep this one or not. I'll go ahead and play another one. See if we get some of a better result. But if I just lose again, if it's just a raffle stomp, I'm not even gonna bother. Smolensk didn't respect us. He got comfortable. And we like to punish comfortable. Lenin got comfortable with us too. Yeah. 94,000, top of the team. Only one of us that broke 1,000 base experience. Alright, let's try another one. It's like 4 a.m. Eastern time, so that's probably why you're seeing only 10 ships. We are top tiered with double CV. Double the fun, right, lads? And also a submarine on the enemy team. Amagi does really good, top tier. Like, I feel very comfortable in this situation, except for this, and not so much this, so. Ooh. Prioritize the AA. Got really excited. This is going so much better than the last match. We still have 5 repair parties because Yamamoto is Suroku. I would like to probably oh, he's probably gonna die. No, not so many torpedoes hit. I don't like this 2.5 carrier thing in the game right now. 2 carriers is enough. We don't need 2.5. Or a full 3 if we have a Dutch cruiser around. And that's game. Well, we could have done more. Yeah. Okay, personal score, 117,000 damage, over 500,000 credits, 7,600 almost. Experience, 2,375 free XP, Dev Strike, because you just saw that, First Blood, and unlocking Yamamoto Isoroku's talent there. So I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. We're top the team with 1,800 base XP. Very nice. This was a raffle stomping. Well, it wasn't. I mean, they weren't just obliterated, right? But it was just, that was a very weird randoms battle. Like, so weird. Like, especially 8 shells. When you had 10 ships and 2 carriers, and did that submarine player even die? No. I don't know if he ever got spotted. I don't remember. All right, so back to port, and then let's go ahead and transition into the next video that I have for you here in Ranked. So welcome as we continue on with this Ranked match for you. I decided I'm going to keep the very first battle, which you've already known because you just watched it. A few clips from the second battle, not a lot happened in it. And then just going to polish off with this last battle here because there's actually multiple lessons that occur in this video because kind of one of my worst nightmares happened as a Battleship player in this match. And I'm going to show you how I decided to respond to this situation and move in. Now, I say one of my worst nightmares. The utmost worst would be like double CV and submarines just, you know, just wrecking you. I don't know what to say. So here on a Ranked match, we're in Trident. We have Tier 8s and Tier 9s. We have an Iowa, Zeiton, Cleveland, Z46, Kitakaze, and a Kosik on the enemy team. Now on this map in particular here on Trident, when I'm a Battleship player, I want to support the flank I spawn on. That should be just kind of a general move. So when I say flank, yeah, we spawned in the mid, but I spawned on the right side of the mid, so that means I should go help support this Charlie cap here with it being taken, so on and so forth. So I'm moving here. I want to support my Kitakaze player as best as I can. You keep hearing me talk about trying to support my destroyer players, even though that first match was just at least we killed this one. Scott made up for it. But anyhow, this match, okay? We have decent stealth. I think the stealth is 13.6 kilometers, which you saw me demonstrate in the first video. So I'm imagining I'm probably going to get about to here, and I'm going to get lit. And before I even saw the Cleveland, like I was just figuring probably about this position in the mid cap is when I was going to get lit. Because I'm trying to figure out where the enemy destroyer who flipped B is moving to. We do get a good, nice salvo there on the enemy Cleveland. And there's the enemy Kitakaze. He's gone wide. A lot of destroyers will tend to choose that that 8 or 7 line and coming down, so it was going to be one or the other. And since I didn't get detected till Cleveland moved in, I figured he probably was over on the 8 line. So both Kitakazes got into a little bit of a gunfire there. We are able to go dark here. And with that Cleveland behind the island, nothing else spotting us, I decided I'm going to go ahead and use my damage control party. There's no need for me to burn, lose a bunch of health, only to have to use a repair party later on. I feel pretty comfortable in this situation that I'm able to do it. It was a bit of a chance, because you usually don't want to just use your damage control party on one fire. But here, I felt like comfortable enough to do it. This Cleveland is actually just began accelerating. So unfortunately, this salvo is going to land short. I should have just waited a little bit more. He was sitting still, so I was just trying to pop that shot off as soon as possible. Now, in this situation, because we revealed ourselves, this means we can't get set on fire again. I'm moving up to this island here because I want to get the Kitakaze, prevent him from firing on me. And the Zeiton, that's some Zeiton secondaries coming in, so that means the Zeiton is moving up. So I'm going to keep pushing it up here. Yeah, there's the Zeiton moving in. Secondaries are going. And we did get set on fire there. But we only have just 35 seconds left of this fire. So I still would have used a damage control party knowing what just occurred. And we're going to go ahead and use our repair party. Being able to alter between your damage control party and your repair party is very helpful in this situation. So I'm going to turn out. I don't want to deal with the Zeiton. I don't want to deal with his torpedoes. He's losing a lot of health. I think he might go down here in a minute, though he just did kill our Cleveland. I had to be mindful of this Kitakaze. Looks like he might come out on this island. I'm expecting that he's probably dumping torpedoes ahead of me. So I'm going to actually take a more direct line back towards spawn and not staying broadside. Our Kitakaze does finish off the Zeiton, which is great as we get a Citadel on that Cleveland. And then we get another penetration, which is not enough to kill him. And there's Kitakaze. He's moved from the right island to the left. So now we're going to be a bit of a damage sponge for him because he's just going to be able to fire over the island. And there's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do about it. Enemy Cleveland makes a mistake here in that he gives me too much side. That's a big challenge a lot of cruiser players have, is they're always tempted to get all their guns on target, and something like that ends up happening. If he wanted to do that, he should have kited much sooner, or turned into a kiting position and then opened up. We did get set double fire there, so we're going to go ahead and use our damage control party there for that. There are the torpedoes I predicted that the Kitakaze was going to launch at us. Right now, it's still 4 versus 4. But I'm concerned for our team over at A, that things are just not going well for them. The Kitakaze was the only one spotting us, so naturally we're going to go dark here, since he has island between us. Now Kitakaze is going to push up. I'm turning back now. We successfully avoided the torpedoes. We've gone dark. I want to help support our Kitakaze player. I want to help support our destroyer player. So usually if you see me in a battleship in a match and you're a destroyer player and I'm working with you on your flank, know that I normally want to support you if you allow for such things to occur. I'm trying to get a cheap shot off here on the Kitakaze using the island to keep us dark. I did go ahead and switch to HE because really the more the threat we're facing right now is destroyers. Unfortunately, we lose our FDG. He goes down, and I doubt that our Xing Yang is going to be able to survive much longer against an Iowa into enemy destroyers, but he does have deep water torpedoes on the way. So I'm hoping that he at least takes the Iowa with him. Granted, he's still alive, but I just don't see him living in that situation. As both enemy destroyers are pushing into him. And he's versing a Kosik, which is a hybrid, more gunboat destroyer. So I don't fancy his chances of success. The Kitakaze has smoked up as we lose our Xing Yang. At this point, we have to split. I have to let the Kitakaze keep pushing north towards Bravo. And I have to take on the task of dealing with these 2 destroyers over at A, because I know they're going to be sailing towards the cap. The Z46 is really low. The Kosik is roughly half health. But I'm going to keep my guns trained in this direction. So if I didn't have HE loaded, I would be switching now, loading that. But we do have it loaded because I'm trying to keep my guns over here. I want to support the Kitakaze. Maybe I can get a penetration or 2 over pins and help just give him that little bit of an edge to be able to win the Kitakaze versus Kitakaze gun engagement that's going to unfold here at Bravo. So there's Kitakaze. We go ahead and take a shot off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to land any of these shells because it looks like the Kitakaze has done a stop juke. Whether that was for me or probably my ally Kitakaze. Now, an important thing here is as I was sailing and I have launched this salvo at the enemy Kitakaze, I had already decided, I was paying attention to the minimap, that I'm not going to sail along the F line into the A cap. A lot of destroyer players like to try to take advantage of these choke points, and I don't want to eat torpedoes here. Now, the worst nightmare I spoke about in the beginning of this match has occurred. I'm a battleship versus 3 destroyers. Each of these destroyers out-detect me double the range of my concealment. In my mind, there's no way I should be allowed to pull a win off here. And you're going to hear me give these destroyer players a bit of a hard time in this match. I'm going to be critiquing them hardcore now. But I'm also doing this because if you are a destroyer player in this situation, right? So this is my plan. I have to push into A. I don't have a choice. 1 destroyer or maybe both of them are in there. I don't know. But I have to take this aggression now. We're behind on points. They control 2 of the 3 caps, right? So I'm going to have to push into them. 1's already set up a smoke screen. 1 has me RPF'd. So I'm definitely going to assume there's torpedoes on the way. We do get lit here. And so I'm looking. This Kosik, he should have smoked up before I even got this close to him. He's still sitting there, so I'm going to go ahead and use the rear turrets. And then I'm going to instantly use the rudder shift to move back. I'm going to try to get him as low as health as possible. We'll go ahead and use the damage control repair party now. As we avoid the first rack of torpedoes, because we want to have that repair party back up as soon as possible. We get set on by 2 fires here. We're going to go ahead and use the damage control party. And there's the Z46 not paying attention as our secondary skiller, not paying attention that the smoke he was concealing him disappeared. right? You guys, if you're a destroyer player, you gotta pay attention to that, okay? This Kulsik has now screwed up huge, and I'm gonna punish him for it. Because his smoke's gonna dissipate. It's a British destroyer smoke screen. Has quick reload time, but short duration. Short duration. However you want to say that, get tongue-tied. And so now he has to run. He doesn't have any torpedoes. He's just guns at this point. And I have this IJN HE loaded, and we're gonna wreck him. There's no excuse for either of those two destroyers in this engagement. They both should have been able to remain dark. They should have just been running circles around me. One smokes up outside the cap. The other one's spotting me. They're farming me. They're setting up a good way to be able to just throw a bunch of torpedoes into me. But when you're in a situation like this, there's no reason why you should allow the enemy battleship to detect you if you're the destroyer. They have, I mean, I have 13.6 concealment. Kulsik has, I think, 5.5. I don't know what the Z46 has. And Kitakaze, I think, has 6.1, 6.3. I can't, something like that. So there's no excuse for either of those two destroyers. Because I'm like, you saw me when I sailed around the island, I was like, GG. Like, not that I had given up, but I'm like, the odds of success here are very slim. Okay? Now, this is important to pay attention to. What's going to happen here. Watch when I'm going to get detected, okay? Because it's going to give me valuable information here and how I approach the C cap. And I'm going to be relying a lot on my, if I'm detected or not detected. Okay, I get detected here. And I'm looking, he just finished flipping the cap, which tells me he's in that upper left corner of C. Okay? Now, it's important for me, I'm sailing through this choke point, right? If I'm a Kitakaze player and I'm sitting there at sea, I'm going to be throwing torpedoes to this choke point, right? This big angry battleship is probably sailing right at me towards sea, right? So I'm checking the distance. I see how far it is to the backside of that island because I'm wondering if the Kitakaze is going to go left. And then if he goes left, if I go undetected, I know he's gone left, right? He's put an island between him and myself. Or he's sailed outside detection range, which he shouldn't really at this point. But because I know that is a choke point for torpedoes, I'm going to go ahead and immediately sail out to the right. So we're going to sidestep. And there's the torpedoes. So that was a good call on our part, right? So I'm still detected. We know he sailed from Bravo to C. And so at this point, I'm still keeping my guns to the left, as maybe he might pop a few shots off on me as he goes behind an island. I'm just trying to think, what would I do as a destroyer player? Then I got to thinking, you know, another thing I would do is when you're a destroyer player and you're dealing with a battleship, you want to be able to get on his side. That's when your torpedoes are going to be most effective, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm playing with mostly my rudder at this point. Just taking these kind of side steps is what I would call it. I really would like to be able to cut the throttle, slow down, pick up speed again, but we had this problem with the points, right? So we're still at the points advantage, but I need to step onto C. So it's a bit of a gamble just to continue sailing in a straight line to a certain extent. I mean, when we do keep doing this rudder shift movement, we are bleeding speed, which is what I want to do without lowering the throttle, okay? So we've been detected the whole time. We've never gone dark. So that tells me he's either in front of me or he's off to my starboard side, here off to the right. Okay, so I go ahead and I'm going to swing the guns that way. And I joke because it kind of feels like Jaws, like I'm just waiting for him to attack me as we're sailing to sea. So I like to have a good time when I'm playing World Warships when possible and joke and chat here and there. But we're still detected. He's not made any moves yet since dumping those torpedoes. And I'm like, just like, is he sailing completely around me and he's just going to go flip A? Which he could. We could just keep playing this cap game where he just, in this situation, if he doesn't feel comfortable that he can kill me with the torpedoes, he's just sailed around me in a circle to get to A, which technically he would have want to gone through the center of the map because he'd wasted a lot of time going out in the open. So yeah, that is the situation we're dealing with. Now watch the points. They're just about to catch up to where we are. and I'm going to step on the cap. We're going to unfortunately eat 1 torpedo rack. He did use his torpedo reload booster, and we have a 2-point advantage over them. Right? This is important for what's happening here right now. So we've had to use our damage control party to stop the flooding. And we are looking, he's somewhere up in front of us. So that's surprised me. I really didn't think he would do that. I do decide to go ahead and take the shot here. When I do shoot though, my smoke fire penalty bloom means he's going to be detecting me this entire time until I go dark, which you can see I'm going to go dark in 11 seconds, okay? But because I have the lead here with 2 points, I cannot leave the cap. I need to stay in the cap regardless. So I'm going to edge in around here. We're going to go dark. We've went ahead and popped our next repair party to help deal with this fire, and as he keeps chipping away at us. But now I'm dark. He doesn't know where I'm at. So we're going to kind of keep moving up here into this position. He's still trying to take some pot shots, probably trying to reset us. So I'm trying to maybe throw him off, move a little bit closer to him. But realistically, I can only be on this very top edge of the cap. And I'm seeing where he's at. Looks like he's on the back side of the smoke screen. I don't want to just blind fire. I'm dark, and I'm flipping the cap. Why would I want to take a shot for him to reset me? So we're going to make sure to stop here, slow down, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick up speed again, and we're going to push in on him. Because it's not likely he's able to get me at this point. His torpedoes take a really long time to reload, but I would like to kill him. So I'm detected, which tells me he's moved outside the smoke screen, and he's moved off to the left side. So as we're getting really close to 1,000 points here, we do get a good salvo in there. But we're not going to get the rear turrets on him in time. And I kind of decide, you know what, it's not worth trying to get the rear turrets off in case he did reload his torpedoes in time. So didn't expect that to happen. I'm going to make a meme short video out of this coming week. So another short, so stay tuned for that. So we're going to end with over 716,000 credits, 21,500 experience, 20,400 free XP, fireproof, close quarters, dreadnoughts, 2 solo caps, 3 kills, a Citadel ribbon in there with that Cleveland. We're going to top the team with over 2,000 base experience. Again, I was kind of befuddled because I was like, that should have been the reason I should have won that battle against 3 destroyers. But this is Rudder Warships. This is the time we're playing in these days, right? So 1.4 million potential damage. Here you can see the damage layout. Z46 didn't really have any health left. If you're that low on the health as a shore player in his situation, you should be definitely staying outside the detectability range for me as a Battleship player to kill you. You really want to play stealth torpedo, playing at range at that point. So total misplay on his part. But because of their misplays, we do get a win here and we get rewarded nicely. So let me know what you thought about doing this kind of longer video. Usually these Friday videos, I only do like a roughly 20-minute, 25-minute video, but to have it almost 40 minutes is a bit different for me. Trying to show you live commentary, and then I thought this would be maybe some educational, not only for you as a Battleship player, but as a destroyer player in this situation. Just tell me what you think. I mean, you can divide the games up, game 1, game 2, come back, watch it later, that kind of thing. But I always appreciate you guys' feedback. It helps me and helps give the content that you want to see. So please let me know on your thoughts of having this game 1, game 2, first, second battle happening here in the Friday edition videos where we feature a ship, especially with the live commentary. Let me know if you liked that in the beginning, even though that match was very, very painful. But not so painful in killing the Smolensk, and very satisfying killing the Shikaku and that second brief game. So if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you're subscribed, thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.